Hello, I'm Dawn from Clara James Tutoring, and in this short video, we're going to have a quick look at how we can factorize single brackets. So I'm going to give us 4 examples that we can work through and explain each one step by step. So the first one we'll look at is, let's find a pen, sorry, 4x plus 6. Okay, factorizing basically means putting it back into brackets. So what we need to do is, this is our middle. Find something that's on both sides that will a factor that's kind of like common to both sides. So in this example, it's going to be 2. So 2 will go into 4 and 2 will go into 6. So what we'll do is pop 2 on the outside of our brackets, open our brackets, and then the next thing we'll need to do is ask how many times does 2 go into 4? And the answer would be 2. The other way we could phrase it is how many times does 2 go into 4x, which would give us the answer 2x. If we've just done how many times does 2 go into 4, we'd then need to note that there's an x here and pop it down here. Okay, so ultimately what we're ending is up with is 2x, so that when we multiply it out, 2 times 2x would give us back the 4x that we've got at the top here. Okay, the next thing we're going to have is, or as we work down the line, the next thing we come across is our plus, so we'll pop that in. And then the final part is how many times does the 2 go into 6? And our answer would be 3. And then we'd close our brackets. So what I suggest you do is you just work from chronologically from left to right. You find from left to right, you find your common factor, and then you just work along the line, looking to see what the next step is. Okay, that one's not, hopefully that one didn't come across as too difficult. Sorry, losing my voice. This one might appear slightly harder, but hopefully with a bit of explanation, you'll realize it's not actually too bad. This time there aren't any numbers on either side, so our common factor is W. So it's W that we're going to put on the outside of our brackets. W squared is made up of W times W. So in order to get that, we're going to put a W here, so that if we were to expand it, W times W would give us the W squared we've got here. Okay, our next thing that we come across as we work along left to right is the plus, so we'll pop that in. And then the final thing we'll come to is a W. I don't want to put another W in, because if I was to do that, W times W would give me another W squared, and this one's just a solitary W, okay? So what we're going to do is just times it by 1. I've got my pen. And then that would give me W times W would be W squared plus, and then W times 1 is W. So that would take us back to what we had originally. Okay, so that is not actually any harder. In fact, it may even be easier when there's no numbers involved, because you don't need to go through all the numbers that they have in, all the factors that they have in common. The next one that we'll look at is 8x squared plus 4x. Okay, so what we'll do is look at the factors of 8, which would be 1 and 8, 2 and 4. And then if we look at the factors of 4, which would be 1 and 4, 2 and 2. Although they've got 2 and 4 in common, we're going to use the highest possible one. So we're going to use 4 as the outside, okay? And like the other one that we've just done, they've both got an x in common. So we can put an x on the outside of our brackets as well. So that gives us 4x, okay? And then we'll open our brackets. So the first question is, how many times does 4 go into 8? And our answer would be 2. And then we'd ask ourselves, how many times does x go into x squared? And x times x squared, sorry, x times x is x squared. So we'll pop that there. Okay. The next thing we come across is plus. So we'll pop that in. And then we've got how many times does 4 go into 4? Just once. And x is already done. So once again, we can just close our brackets. Or how many times does 4x go into 4x? And it's just once. So once again, we can close our brackets. So 4x, open brackets, 2x plus 1 would give us our answer. And if you want to multiply it out, just to double check, 4x times 2x, 4 times 2 is 8, x times x is x squared. So we've got 8x squared. And then 4x times 1 gives us 4x. So we're right, we've got that fine. Okay, final one that we're going to look at is 3c cubed. To be honest, the letters make no difference to how you work it out. Okay. So once again, we've got numbers and letters on both sides, and factors of 3 are just 1 and 3. The factors of 6 are 1, 2, and 6. 1, 2, 3, and 6, sorry. So 3 is the highest one that they have in common, so that's what we're going to pop on the outside. C cubed is made up of C times C times C, and C squared is made up of C times C. So they've both got this bit in common, so we're going to put C squared on the outside, okay? And then we'll open our brackets. So we've already done 3 divided by 3 is 1, so we don't need to worry about that. You don't need to write a 1 if it's going to be followed by something else. We've already got, we've already used this piece, but we've still got this piece left to go. Okay, so we'll pop a C in because C squared times C gives us C cubed. And then we'll go plus, how many 3's in 6? 2. And we've already used C squared up because we've used the C squared here. Okay, so we can just close our brackets. Hopefully that's all made sense. This is part of an email sequence for GCSE revision foundation level. If you would like to access the detail or access the emails, the link is in the comments below. So any questions, please do pop them in the comments, or if you are receiving the emails, just feel free to respond to one of the emails. Like I said, I hope this has helped, and I look forward to seeing you in another video. If it has helped, please do feel free, or please do subscribe or place a comment below. Thank you.